Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm Mindy, and today I'm going to share with you guys some of my favorite things to purchase at Walmart that help me while I'm working the WW plan, so stay tuned. All right, you guys, last week I went into Walmart for a few things, and I decided that I would get a little B-roll footage while I was there so that I could share with you some of my favorite things that I keep purchasing at Walmart that are some of my favorites on the WW plan. I am currently maintaining about a 25-pound weight loss working the WW programs. It was the Smart Points program whenever I first joined 3 years ago, which is now basically the green plan. And then when I made my goal and became a lifetime member, it was right around the time they were switching to Freestyle, which is basically now the blue plan. And for the last 6 or 8 months, I guess since they rolled it out back in November, I've been working the purple plan, and I have been very happily maintaining eating on the WW purple plan since then. Over the last few months with the pandemic, I have been doing a lot of my shopping at Walmart because it's a place where I can not only get my groceries, but get other things that we might need around the house, or just, you know, random things on my to get list that happen whenever you've got kids and a family to care for. And I've noticed that I've started to develop, you know, some favorites, some items that I just keep picking up and keep buying, or that I've been pleasantly surprised by. So I just thought that I would share some of those things with you here in case they are things that you can find in your local Walmart. Now, I do know that especially where grocery stores are concerned, even with nationwide big box stores like Walmart, that what they carry can vary from place to place. I know that some of the prices might also differ. So these are just things that I'm finding in my local Walmarts. If you can't find them in yours, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to give you some ideas of what I'm seeing in mine, and maybe you can look for it in yours, or maybe in another store that might carry that product. I also want to point out that I am just a 37-year-old mom and wife who's out here trying to work the WW program. I am not a doctor or a nurse or a medical professional. I am not a dietitian or a nutritionist, and I actually don't work for Weight Watchers, and I'm not a WW ambassador. So everything that I'm sharing in my videos is just my own personal thoughts, my own opinions, my own experiences, and you can take from it what might be helpful to you and leave the rest of it. You do not have to eat exactly what I'm eating or buy exactly what I'm buying to make WW work for you. I think it's one of the beautiful things about Weight Watchers. They meet you where you're at. I feel like over the last 3.5 years, I have been taking little baby steps towards sort of overhauling the way that I shop and the foods that I prepare for myself and my family until I've arrived at this point. And I still have some work to do. There are still things that I'm working on. So with all that in mind, we're going to jump into the video, and I'm going to show you some of my Walmart faves. Be sure to leave me a comment and let me know what are some of the products that you're finding at your Walmart that are helping you with your health goals or with your WW journey right now. Okay, you guys, we're going to start out with a few snacky things. And these blue corn organic tortilla chips from On the Border are something I've mentioned before. I've also found them at Sam's, and I think for the size of bag that you're getting, it's a pretty good deal, and I really like the taste of them, and they're really crispy and salty. You guys know that I love my air popped popcorn, especially on the purple plan. It's 0 points for air popped plain popcorn. I like to pop my popcorn using my silicone air popper, and for some reason this Great Value yellow popping corn is my absolute favorite. It just pops up really fluffy, and it's just one of my favorite things. Speaking of popcorn, this is something I use on my popcorn as well as other things, and it is this organic extra virgin olive oil spray that is in a no propellant can. I like to use it on my popcorn, and then I'll sprinkle some of my homemade popcorn seasonings and some salt and pepper on it. I also really like to use this on vegetables, like vegetables that I'm roasting in the oven or maybe sauteing. It just comes in handy for a lot of different things. Eggs are also a favorite and usually pretty cheap at Walmart. I especially like this brand. It's the Happy Egg organic pasture-raised eggs. I do find pasture-raised eggs at Sprout as well, but I find that the best price is here at Walmart on this particular brand. I know that eggs are a regional thing, but if you see this brand, I think it's a good deal if you're looking for pasture-raised eggs. You guys know that we love our cream cheese. My kids especially love whipped cream cheese. It is a staple in our house. We use it on sandwiches, on tortilla wraps. We just use it on all kinds of things, and it's something that I always have in my refrigerator. But one of the things that I've been using a lot lately is this Green Mountain Greek cream cheese. I find it at Sprouts, but I recently saw it at Walmart too, and it's a fairly decent price at $2.18 for an 8-ounce block. I do like to use it to make my savory oats. I've seen these on Just Jamie Allison as well. You can check out her channel. But I use it in a lot of different dishes.
and everybody really likes it and can't really tell the difference between that and regular cream cheese, but it's only half the points. And I also noticed that they have started to carry whole milk Greek yogurt. Now, whole milk Greek yogurt is not 0 points, but it's worth the points for me just because I find it more satiating. I think it's 3 smart points for half of a cup. They've also started carrying one of my favorites, Siggy's yogurt, at my Walmart, and these are not 0 points. They're worth points, but I just like that the ingredients are really simple. And I was also surprised to see that they're carrying the organic Wallaby yogurts at Walmart now. Now, the flavored ones are kind of pointy, but I did notice they had the 0% plain Greek yogurt, which would be 0 points on the blue and the purple plan. My kids really love these turkey smoked sausages, and I use them in a lot of different dishes. There's especially a couple of pasta dishes that I use these in, but I've also used them to make sort of like a jambalaya meal prep for my husband and myself using brown rice and beans. And I think that they are 4 smart points for a 2-ounce serving, which is not bad at all. This is a brand of stevia-sweetened chocolate chip that's kind of like a Lily's chocolate chip, but it's a little bit less expensive. It's $3.98 for a 9-ounce bag. And you guys know that I like to use these in oatmeal as well as other things. Sometimes I'll use them in yogurt or maybe in a smoothie. And I like these because they come in a couple of different flavors, including white. This is the only brand of stevia-sweetened chocolate chip I've seen that carries white chocolate chips, which I like to use in a couple of different things, especially in yogurt or smoothies. And of course, one of my favorite things to get at Walmart that is purple plan friendly because it's 0 smart points on the purple plan is whole wheat pasta. Here they've got the elbow noodles, the rotini, they had the spaghetti. The only thing they were out of the day that I filmed were these whole wheat egg noodles, which are also 0 points on the purple plan, and I have only found whole wheat egg noodles at Sprouts in my area. I'm sure there are other grocery stores that carry them, but for some reason I have only seen them at my Walmart. I use pasta a lot now. Obviously, since I'm feeding a family, pasta is something that's pretty friendly to kids and to their very sensitive palates. And I basically just make the things I was making before, but I use whole wheat pasta instead. And honestly, they do not know the difference. But it's 0 points for me as opposed to paying 6 points per serving for the white pasta. And it has a really good dose of protein at 7 grams of protein per serving. So at my Walmart, they do carry the spaghetti, the rotini, the elbows, the penne, and usually the egg noodles as well. My Walmart also does have an assortment of plant-based pastas, but I think they're a better deal if you buy those at Aldi instead of at Walmart. I think one of the best deals they have there is their sort of Pace Picante off-brand. This is the salsa that is the Great Value brand that's kind of like Pace, but it's only $1.27 for a 24-ounce jar, and it's like almost twice as much, maybe more than twice as much to buy the Pace brand. I use this in so many different things, and it's 0 smart points. My favorite organic peanut butter that I've tried, believe it or not, came from Walmart. I don't know why, but I like the taste and the texture of this organic peanut butter the best. I sometimes will buy other brands, but I do think that I like this one the best of all of the organic brands that I've tried. And of course, we have hash browns here, frozen hash browns, and you have to be careful about hash browns on the purple plan because not all of them are 0. I do like to use hash browns to make various and sundry meals, but especially to make like some egg scrambles for breakfast bowls for the morning with maybe a little sausage, some vegetables, throw in an egg, and it just makes a really hearty meal for the morning. But you do have to turn your hash browns over and make sure that the only ingredients are 0 point ingredients. So for instance, these have some red bell pepper and onion in them, which are 0 points, so that's fine. And then the plain shredded hash browns don't have any added oils or any sugar, and those would be 0 points on the purple plan. Otherwise, you're going to have to pay points for them. I also really like to pick up frozen fruit at Walmart because they have a good assortment, and I love to have this on hand in the summer because it's really great for snacking. It takes a while to eat it, and it's kind of like having a popsicle, but instead of having it be a sugary popsicle that's worth points, it's 0 points because it's whole fruit. It's just been frozen, and they have a really good assortment at Walmart. The English muffins from Aldi, I know are kind of a hot item, but the Walmart brand English muffins at my Walmart are only $1.18, which I think is 4 cents more than Aldi, and they're still only 3 smart points like the Aldi ones. These make excellent breakfast sandwiches. My kids also love to have these with peanut butter and a banana. Who am I kidding? So do I. And they have a pretty good assortment of canned fruits, and I especially like these little fruit cups. Of course, my kids like these. They're great for lunches, but these are all packaged in their own juice. They are not packaged in syrup. So as long as you drain the juice off, these are 0 smart points, and you have to be careful about canned or packaged fruit for that reason. You just need to look for it in its juice, and Walmart carries several that meet that. Now we're on to rice. It's cheap at my Walmart. It's only 78 cents for a 1-pound bag of brown rice, and it's even cheaper as you buy the larger bags of brown rice. And of course on the purple plan, that's 0 points, so it's an ingredient in a lot of meals. And beans are 0 points on both the purple and the blue plan, and they have a very good assortment of dry beans, which by the way are super easy to make in my crock pot. I just rinse them very well. I don't bother soaking them. I just rinse them in a strainer, put them in my crock pot with whatever seasonings I want, and about 6 to 7 cups of water per pound. And they cook up on low in about 6 to 8 hours, depending on the type of bean. And they're just so much cheaper than even buying them in the can. But if you do like the convenience of canned beans, of course they have plenty of different kinds of beans at Walmart that are 0 points on both the purple and the blue plan. I like that they have several kinds that have no salt added, and they actually have a fairly decent assortment of organic beans as well. Pinto beans, kidney beans, and black beans. I think they have like a 3-bean mix as well that's organic, so if that's your game, they've got your back at Walmart. You might be surprised, but my Walmart Supercenter I think actually has really good produce. That might be because I live in a fairly agricultural area, and I think maybe they get some of it locally, but I feel like it's pretty well stocked, pretty fresh, and pretty well priced according to what's in season. So I've always been pretty impressed with what they have at my Walmart. But there you go, you guys.
Okay, you guys, I hope that gives you some ideas. As I said before, I just wanted to toss out some of the things that I have been purchasing at Walmart that I've been enjoying. I'm not sure if all of these things are going to be available nationwide, but maybe there's something like it in your Walmart, or maybe there are products that can be found at other grocery stores that you've already seen and have thought about trying before. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be sure to check in again with another video very soon. Bye. Hey, you guys, welcome back. God, that was loud. Hey, you guys, welcome back to my... Oh, I thought that was a rabbit. It was just a brown paper bag blowing across the grass. Whoop, whoop. Things, and I picked up a little bit of B-roll. Picked it up. I cracked myself up so that I could... It's gonna make the blooper reel.